Hey guys, Mike here. So today I'm here to talk to you about 2002's Kung Pao Enter the Fist, starring Steve Odenkirk as the Chosen One. In Kung Pao, a rough around the edges martial artist seeks revenge for the death of his family. And so we have Kung Pao. So guys, today's review was requested by quite a lot of my friends. The one friend who actually first suggested this had originally told me to watch Frozen, but when I told them all that I was doing requests now, he said before I watch Frozen, I should watch this film. And then as soon as he said Kung Pao, a lot of my friends started to laugh and say, yeah, you should watch this. And I was like, what the hell is Kung Pao? So now I've watched it. So, what did I think of Kung Pao Enter the Fist? In a nutshell, guys, I was just not ready for this film. When it first started, I thought that I'd had the wrong version. There was, like, no subtitles. So I was there like, oh, I'm watching a dub version, I guess. And I was just thinking, like, wow, this is some really bad dubbing. It was a woman who was first speaking, and I was thinking, like, is that even a woman who was doing it? And then after a while, I clocked onto the fact that this whole film was dubbed, and it was all done by, like, one guy. I'm pretty sure it was Steve Odenkirk as well. And then when I looked it up, I found out that was pretty much the case. And apparently he'd given them a dummy script so they could, say lines and whatever, and then he would just dub over the whole thing. And honestly, that premise alone just never failed to get a laugh out of me. Pretty much every chance that this movie has to be stupid, it just takes it. I mean, there are just parts in this film where he just kind of ran out of things for characters to say, so we just have him there being like, wee wee wee, and I'm just like, really? That's what you're gonna do in your film? Okay. But actually, something that this film does really well, quite competently as well, is the actual martial arts. The fighting is actually really well choreographed and you can see everything that's going on. I mean, it's not as amazing as a lot of other martial arts movies, but it is still definitely really good. I mean, there are just so many ridiculous things in this. He has like a face living on his tongue. He ends up fighting a cow. He punches a hole right through a guy. There's just so many ridiculous things in here that it's just impossible to name them all. I gotta admit though, not every single thing did make me laugh. It wasn't the case of that it's just so bad I wasn't laughing. It's just it really kind of wasn't making me laugh. But then the odd things that were just insanely funny just always managed to get me. So for every 5 jokes they tell, you'd have 3 that would kind of make me chuckle, 1 that wouldn't warrant any kind of response, and then another that would just be absolutely hilarious. Overall, guys, there are pretty much just no words to describe this one. Try as you will, you just will not be able to crack the genius that is Kung Pao Enter the Fist. I'm really glad that I watched this one, and I just found it very enjoyable. It is kind of one that you just kind of have to accept what it is. If you go in with a really critical mind, you're just not going to enjoy this one. Because really, this is a bad film. It's not going to win any great awards. It's not going to receive any nominations for acting or direction or anything like that. But that's kind of the point. It's made this way on purpose. It's not meant to be this like multi-award winning masterpiece. It's supposed to be just a nice, stupid film that you can just kind of have a laugh at. And films like this do have their place in cinema. A film where you can just kind of turn your brain off and just sit back and enjoy. But do I think these guys should watch this one? I would actually recommend this one to you. I don't think this is a film for absolutely everyone, but if you're willing to give it a chance and just not be too critical on it, I would say give this one a watch. I think you'll enjoy it. Okay guys, that's my review of Kung Pao Enter the Fist. Do you love it? Do you hate it? What do you think I should watch next? Whatever it is, drop it in the comments below. Until next time, I've been Michael. See ya!